Jim Irsay is impulsive. Chris Ballard is not rash and does not want to get rid of Carson Wentz. Frank Reich knows him well. He had him for years, brings him in. And now suddenly all the stories leak. Wentz is impossible. Wentz has an ego. Wentz is difficult. This is Jim Irsay making Carson Wentz look bad. Lots of leaks from the organization. All the Colt writers. Wentz is bad. Wentz is trouble. Wentz doesn't work. Interesting. 4-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio and a 93 passer rating is better than the current college market or the current NFL market, because he played Garoppolo last year and was clearly the better quarterback when they faced off. He was a better player. So I think Wentz is getting so much negative publicity, it won't do anything perhaps to the market. So can I argue, okay, in the Russell Wilson and Denver case, you're right, because we all know it's good. Wentz bet earlier because nobody buys him. And all these negative articles, he's zany, he's a God squatter, he didn't vax, he's bad. Watch after camp and the Washington articles come out. Dude, 6'5", 245. Ron Rivera's like, you can win a lot of games with that guy. Then the money changes. That Wentz is better than the market believes today. Russell Wilson is probably being overpurchased. Does that make any sense?
No, it's a terrible take. Terrible take. You know why? Well, here's why. It's not because of the value in the Washington Commanders. It's because I would buy it that stories were being leaked if it was the first time it happened and it was a bad breakup after 5 years. But we got the same stories on Carson Wentz in Philadelphia. He wasn't a leader, didn't connect with players, was pouty when Nick Foles was making the Super Bowl run and he was injured. This is now the second time where he has left a team and there have been consistent stories about his lack of leadership ability, his lack of ability to connect with his teammates. So I think Ron Rivera is a great coach, but everyone, and I was not a buyer on this, everyone went into last year thinking he's back with the coach that, you know, he was so good in 2017. That doesn't mean you can overcome making really bad decisions in pressure situations. And you can point to the stats that he had. Sometimes the stats are superficial, right? Jeff George is one of the greatest throwers of all time. Doesn't mean he actually won anything. Carson Wentz has unbelievable stats from last year, but he's not a guy you want the ball in his hands at the end of a game when there's pressure situations. And they're always going to find themselves in pressure situations. And that is not a team that is just worth putting your money on at 60-1. And by the way, the odds for them basically stayed at 60-1 when they signed Carson Wentz. One book put him at 75-1. They dropped when Carson Wentz was signed. So bad idea, bad take.